Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today, hear about a program that begun at the beginning of the school year that allowed 5 students to do something they would never have imagined. Also get updated on some things happening around where you live that you might want to get involved in. All this and more today on FST News. Good morning. Today is May 19th. I'm Summer Reyes.
And I'm James Compton, the art club president and this week's special guest.
For some UNLV freshmen, the recent completion of the school year was a bigger deal than to most. According to Las Vegas Weekly, a program started at the beginning of the year and it just hit its first benchmark, with 5 students successfully completing their first year. The program is called UNLV's Hope Scholars Program, which helps homeless Clark County youth attend college by fundraising to provide things like year-round housing, financial support, and employment and counseling. One female participant talked to Las Vegas Weekly and said that, quote, "I'm succeeding and I'm happier than I've ever been in my entire life." UNLV hopes to continue this program and further advance it. With 5 students currently enrolled to take part next year and 3 more sitting on the waiting list, they are raising money for the students through rebelraiser.unlv.edu and hope to raise $15,000 by June 2nd, which they currently have about half of their goal.
Any senior who does not have a government class and would like to order the photo that will be taken on stage at graduation needs to see Denise Anderson in the activities office.
There are 2 more chances you have to come out to Foothill to see the 2016 to 2017 show choir performance. They perform tonight at 6:30 and tomorrow afternoon at 3 in Foothill's Osberger Theater with a $7 admission fee.
And while you were there for the show choir performance, there's an art gallery in the theater lobby to show off some of this year's amazing Falcon artist work. So don't forget to stop by again. It's at 6:30 tonight in Foothill's Theater.
As you might have guessed, today's assembly schedule, and right before we break into the assembly, the 2017 senior class has a graduation walk, and for any seniors who don't have a 5th or 6th hour, the walk starts at 12:05 today. Then following the assembly is the yearbook signing party, and everyone is supposed to go and pick up their yearbooks.
Things are always happening around the city. Every day it's tough to keep up with them all. Jocelyn Perez joins us again to tell you about what's new this week.
Good morning, Jocelyn.
Thanks, guys. Good morning. This week for Henderson Happenings is the Nevada International Dragon Boat Festival. The festival is tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Lake Las Vegas. Races will begin at 9 a.m. on Saturday with lots of fun activities throughout the day, such as cultural music and dance performances, dragon and lion dances, children's activities, flyboard demonstrations, and a silent auction. Not only is the event full of lots of fun, it's also supporting important causes such as children's cancer and breast cancer awareness, and will incorporate a breast cancer ceremony as part of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Admission is free for spectators, but activities and food cost money. That's all for this week's Henderson Happenings. For more information on the event, you can go to fstnews.com and type Henderson Happenings into the search bar. Summer, James, back to you.
Over the week, you might have noticed some important dates trending on social media. From Whataburger to Soundgarden, these trends took over the Twitterverse.
FST News' Adrian Groneman and Jack Halovich take us online.
Thanks, Summer. On Monday, Twitter users were a little grim with hashtag MyWorstNightmareIs. While some users took it seriously, naming off the usual fears like spiders, snakes, and overbearing moms, others played around with it. Ronald McDonald, Mario not finding the princess, and a 24-hour Whataburger closing were all said to be something that haunts users' dreams.
While the likes of Audioslave and Soundgarden may be a little too old for our generation, they are still extremely popular among fans of their respective genres. Late Wednesday night, the lead singer of both those bands, Chris Cornell, was tragically reported as passing away right after a show in Detroit. Users immediately began to tweet their sympathy messages to the band. The cause of death has been determined as suicide by the medical examiner. The family said they would keep fans updated when any new information is learned. That's all for Twitter trends. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at FST News.
We'll tweet you later.
When we come back, Zoe will tell you about all the sports going on around the hill.
Didn't even get to cross.
What's up, Falcons? The year is almost over, and so is the spring season. Only 2 of our teams have qualified for golf and swim. Swim will be competing tomorrow at Reno. Both boys and girls Team A relay will be heading off to competition, and Faith Brazil will be the only competing individually. Well, Falcons, that's all the sports going around the hill this week. Catch you later. Now back to Summer and James.
Thank you, Zoe. So, James, you're president of the art club.
Yes.
So what happened earlier this week? It was the talk of campus because it was all over the quad.
Yes, so we wrote chalk messages, positive messages, all over the quad. Due to the recent increase of negativity around campus, we decided to rise above it and write positive messages around in order to help unite the student body, because we're Falcons and we're a family, and nothing will ever change that.
That's really amazing.
Thanks.
Another thing that you have going on is the art show. Tell me about that.
Yes, so this was Miss Plow's idea. She's the art teacher, and she decided to get the majority of the different parts of the art department together for the show choir performance. So during the performance and in between the performances, the people in the audience can go into the lobby and look at the different artworks that have been created this year. We have ceramics, we have painting, we have drawing, and we have show choir.
That's really cool. What are some things that you do in art club?
So art club is, it's the National Art Honor Society, so it's NHS, but we do community service with art. So we go to Kestiston Elementary School and we help with their fine arts program. We do the Memory Project, which is we paint portraits of orphans from other countries. And we do community service, and we have to rack up hours.
And what are some of the things that you're doing for the rest of the year?
We're done for the rest of the year. We just have our induction ceremony next Wednesday, and then we're done for this year. But we will resume again next year. Sadly, I will not be the president because I'm graduating. But I'm sure whoever takes up the mantle will do so successfully.
Well, that sounds pretty cool, and anyone can join if they're going to be at the school next year.
Yes.
So thank you for anchoring with me today. You're a great co-anchor.
Thank you for having me.
And that is all the news that we have for you today. Have a great weekend, Falcons.